Well, celebrating Portland's first dedicated public bike park. Tomorrow, the city's Parks Conservancy group will be holding a ribbon cutting to mark the grand opening of the Riverton Trolley Bike Park.
Yeah, joining us this morning to talk about that grand opening is Jack Phillips with the Portland Parks Conservancy and Stu Johnson with Maine Trail Builders. Guys, thanks so much for coming on this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Happy to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, so first, Jack, can you tell us a little bit about Portland Parks Conservancy and what the work is like that you guys do?
Sure. The Conservancy is an independent nonprofit, but we work very closely with the city of Portland, and we're working to really either create or enhance special projects or programs relating to the parks or recreational programs. We're a pretty young organization. We've been around 7 years, but this project at Riverton Trolley was one of our first major commitments. And what we bring to the table is we really bring extra sort of fundraising from the community and also community engagement in the form of sort of volunteerism and events and so forth. And that's sort of the role we play on a number of select projects.
Yeah, before we talk about the trail that's at Riverton, let's talk about your organization, Trail Builders, what you guys do around the area.
Yeah, so Maine Trail Builders was formed in 2019, and we build machine-built trails all over the state, really. We build mountain bike optimized or mountain bike specific trails. We also build hiking trails, or we've built golf cart trails and accessible trails as well. But our focus really is making mountain biking more accessible to more people, and so this is a great step for that.
Yeah, and you guys broke ground back in October. So how exciting is that to finally have this grand opening coming in? You know, it's here basically.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Yeah.
Well, it's been more than a year. It's been 4 years really since the process first started, and we started sort of learning about what people wanted in that space and learning about the interest in mountain biking in Portland, and raising money for the project, and it's now coming online tomorrow, and it's really exciting.
Let's talk about the specifics. First of all, it's located at the corner of Forest Avenue and also Riverside. And when people go there, first of all, who can ride on it, and what are the hours going to be? And tell us how hard is it going to be, or how easy is it going to be, or whatever.
Yeah, so it's really, so it's open basically dawn to dusk. And it's really designed for a wide range of riders. Anybody who's just getting into riding really can get on the pump track and start to get comfortable going over some of the rollers around corners, and then once you're comfortable with that, kind of moving into the beginner jump line. So there's 3 jump lines. There's a beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Everything's built as a progression, and everything rolls. So if you try something and you're not sure that you can jump it, you can always roll over it as well. So, the start ramps are a little bit steep, but that's designed to be the most intimidating part of it as well, so that as you're standing at the top, if you're comfortable with that part, you'll be all right with the rest of it.
So how is the course like so far? Have you guys gone out there, tested it at all? Someone's got to.
I'll leave that to Stu.
Yeah, we actually just had a really great test day on Sunday with a bunch of local kids that came out, and they were doing some phenomenal, jumping over everything. The course was actually pretty soft and wet because we just got, I think, 3 inches of rain the day before. One of the kids actually helped bring almost like 10 sheets of plywood, just because the low areas between the jumps was still a little bit wet from it draining out. And yeah, we had a great time. There's some pro riders that live locally, one of whom is one of the best in the world. So it's really fun to see what what all of these kids were able to do out there, and they gave us some really great feedback about, they were pretty psyched about how it was built, and then if we needed to adjust anything, it's like, okay, we can make this lip a little bit less steep, and that works better. And so it was wonderful. It was really a great time.
Here's one of the best parts. It's just offering a place for people from all ages, not just kids, to go out and enjoy the outdoors, right? Isn't that what it's all about?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that park is really spectacular, and very few people know about it, despite it being in a really prominent location. So hopefully, people may not be into mountain biking, will drive by, see what's happening there, pique their interest, and they'll want to get involved, get engaged, and have some fun on the course as well.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit more about the grand opening, the celebration happening? What can people expect at that?
Sure. So we'll have kind of a traditional ribbon cutting with the mayor and other public officials. Just sort of celebrate the process, tell the story of the project. But afterwards, Stu and his team and some folks from the New England Mountain Biking Association are going to lead some sort of guided free ride clinics and just sort of show people how to use the course who may not be familiar, and then it'll all go from there.
I mean, we're going to get to the ribbon cutting ceremony. People are going to enjoy this, but what does it say maybe about the future? Maybe opening up more parks in the greater Portland area in the future?
Yeah, well, so one thing I wanted to say, really, I can't thank Portland Parks Conservancy and Portland Parks and Rec enough. The amount of feedback that we get as we're out there every day building, the amount of people that come by and they're like, this is just, I'm so happy to see something here for families, for kids. And plenty of adults will be out there using this park as well. They're just really excited to see how much effort and attention was put into, kind of a forgotten corner of this park that was fairly overgrown with poison ivy and lots of tall brambles. So.
And this is just one element. The main element of a larger revitalization of the park, which has this incredibly rich history. And has some beautiful trails. Most people drive by, they see the Little League field and a parking lot, and they think that's it. But there are this incredible trail network that we're going to be improving over the course of the next few months as part of this project to invite more people into that space and to learn more about the history of the park.
Yeah, it's a way to go back in time when you go there, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So just remind us what time this groundbreaking takes place and what date. Tomorrow?
It's tomorrow afternoon. The ceremony, the formal ceremony, will be at 4, and then the free ride will be right after, probably around 4:30. Definitely encourage people to come out and check it out.
Perfect.
I'm looking forward to it. I'd want to see the mayor get on one of those mountain bikes and go down, right?
All right.
Hey, thanks for coming on, you guys.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Still to